Alright, here's the guide on how to make a robot in Robot Arena 2. First you'd want to go to Team HQ, right there, and you'd want to build a team. And as you can see, you put your name in, you choose the icon and stuff. Then next you'll go to your roster and double click on one of the spaces. It brings you to building the chassis. So to build the chassis, you kind of want to think practical because you only have a certain amount of weight. You just drag the points around and choose the height. Alright, next is filling the robot. First part is power. If your robot does not have this, it will not move. It's a very crucial part of the robot. Next is the extenders. These are used for angling wheels and weapons, which mechanics are used mainly for moving the wheels in a robot, or generally used for weapon spinning. And the wheels are the part that you put onto the motors, obviously, that make your robot move. Weapons, it's always kind of a personal choice, and the extras is more of a flipper and a weight adding category. Next up is the most important part of the robot, the motherboard. This will allow you to wire your robot to move and shoot its weapons out if that's what your robot does. When attaching anything to your robot, such as weapons or extenders, you have to make sure that it's facing in the right direction so it'll point the weapon or the wheel in the area that you want it to. Any piston-powered weapon requires CO2 tanks, and any other powered means require batteries, and those are a few of the battery types. The type of motors we're going to be using on this robot are angle motors, and you use those controls to shift and raise it. Here's what it's going to look like. The type of wiring we're going to use is analog. It allows you to make a forward and a backwards, so these are the controls we're going to be wiring. And once you wire something, it'll connect a green line to it, so you'll know if you wired something correctly. When wiring, make sure that the right side is both clockwise on the top and counterclockwise on the bottom, and vice versa for the left. And for turning, you'd want to make both motors on each side have the top clockwise and the bottom counterclockwise. Then you can hit test robot, and that will allow you to move your robot around and make sure the wiring is correct. And then you're able to paint your robot and fix the forward heading. If you didn't know how to make a robot before, don't let the feels get you down. That's how to make a robot in Robot Arena 2.